Hi, everybody. This is Richard Hampton with the Talbot Greenya Group and Keller Williams Realty coming to you today on August the 21st. And I'm going to talk today very briefly about managing a rental property that you might own. So if you are, whether you're managing it yourself or in the case of us, where we actually manage right around 100 individual homes around the Northern Virginia area, um, the first most important thing in my mind is screening for a good tenant. If you don't get a good tenant in there, nobody's going to be happy. And so very important to make sure you check out that tenant when it comes to income and debt ratios, when it comes to background check, income verification with their employers, all of that stuff. And that you are familiar as well with the prevailing leases in your market, wherever your market may be. From state to state, real estate contracts and forms do vary a good bit, and the law varies a good bit. And those two things, of course, are intertwined. So it's good to be familiar with the leases that you want to use or that you're going to use. Always, realtors are not attorneys typically. They're just very familiar. In my case, doing this for 32 years, very familiar with the language in these contract forms. So if you're not, or you've got questions about it, make sure you consult your attorney or a good real estate attorney. And if you need direction or help with finding somebody of that nature, certainly reach out to me and let me know, or one of our team at Talbot Greenya. So, so screening the tenant and then being familiar with your leasing forms, maintenance issues, realizing that when you've got a rental property yourself, you're basically starting your own small business, right? You've got income coming in, you're getting paid through the rents, and you've got expenses going out in the form of taxes and insurance and any maintenance items that come up. So before you or during your tenancy or landlordship, if you will, of the property, it's really important to know the ages and conditions, of course, of your major systems in the house or the condo or the townhouse. So the roof and its condition and age, things like your heating and air, your HVAC systems, how old they are and what condition they're in. Have they been maintained regularly and properly? Your hot water heater, all the appliances, from kitchen, of course, to the washer and dryer, all those things. Because these are the things that most commonly cost you money in a rental property on a week by week, month over month, year over year basis. Upon turnover, tenant turnover, when one moves out and new one moves in, you may have other maintenance issues that are costly. Most common ones there being, of course, paint and carpet. By most estimations, age of paint and carpeting, they're going to be right around 3 to 5 years, maybe as much as 7 years, depending on how hard the property has been lived in. And that's true, really, not just for tenant-occupied properties, but for owner-occupied properties too, with very few exceptions. The carpet just wears, and the paint eventually fades, gets marks on it. Everybody's house got the same stuff going on, just some worse than others. So, anyhow, those are some general issues. Always, if you're interested in talking with me or any of our team with regard to renting a home, managing a home that's a rental property for you as an investor, because again, you are starting your own business. You're an investor when you've got a rental home that you own but don't live in. And there are different rules for that, but certainly we can help you out with stuff like that, as well as if you're looking to buy or sell a property. Great time to be in the market on either side of that. Interest rates are still incredibly low. So before I go on too much longer, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope everybody is healthy and has a great weekend. If you need anything, please get in touch with me through Facebook, my phone number, email, what have you. All right. Have a great weekend. Thanks, you all.